Wake up with the sun in a steaming cup. Tune into the show where the vibes heat up. The Morning Mac got the flavor, got the glow. Start it right, let your energy flow. High takes rising like the morning brew. Fresh ideas and a laugh or two. From the first headline to your daily dose. This is the show where your spirit goes. Oh, it's the Morning Mac, where the time don't lag. Get your inspiration packed in a casual swag. Sip it slow, feel the rhythm hit your toes. Welcome to the place where the good vibes grow. Dreams alive. The Mac got the groove, keeping you in stride. No snooze, just choose to wake up bold. This is your hour, let your story unfold. New ideas with the sunrise spark. Fuel for your fire when the world feels stark. Spinning the tracks of your mental glow. Every listen's a hit on the Morning Mac Show. Oh, it's the Morning Mac, where the time don't lag. Get your inspiration packed in a casual swag. Welcome to the place where the good vibes grow. With a sunrise spark, fuel for your fire when the world feels stark. We're spinning the tracks of your mental glow. Every listen's a hit on the Morning Mac Show. Oh, it's the Morning Mac, where the time don't lag. Get your inspiration packed in a casual swag. Sip it slow, feel the rhythm hit your toes. Welcome to the place where the good vibes grow. Your toes. Welcome to the place where the good vibes grow. Roll out of bed, bring your dreams alive. The Mac got the groove, keeping you in stride. No snooze, just choose to wake up bold. This is your hour, let your story unfold.
Grand rising, people. Ooh, it's Monday. You know what? It's a beautiful day outside, and I'm gonna have me a beautiful day. It's been a hectic morning. Your girl just getting in the house from the tow truck company. I ain't had time to take my daggone purse off. Anyway, let me tell y'all this first and foremost. Shades of Blue by A.M. Morning. This is a book that you want to get. Please get this book, like it, love it, share it with your friend. Tell them to get their own copy. But this book right here is going to be one of these books that you're going to wish you had the first copy of. As soon as I get this book in the right hands and the right eyes see this, woo! Shades of Blue by A.M. Morning. Okay, and you want to get some Molly Moss, sea moss to keep your immune system up, and everything, because people are still nasty. I'm up here in the grocery store. Okay, let me tell y'all, since I'm up here, it's Monday Madness, and I'm a little heated. Okay, my day starts off. I'm gonna get up early and I'm gonna go to the grocery store because I can't order my stuff online. Reason being, they don't have the same sale prices online. First and foremost, I believe is whatever's on sale in the store should be on sale the same price for the people that's online. But no, the stuff that's online, some of the things, most of the things are inflated. Okay. This is my brain. I know my panel and the guys out there is like, what the fuck is she talking about? Well, the fudge, what the fudge I'm talking about is my day today. So allow me some grace, fellas, please. Allow me some grace right now. Because I need to woosah to calm down. And okay, started off beautiful day. Get up, get in the store early because I don't like a lot of crowds and stuff we've already picked over. I like to go to the grocery store first thing in the morning when they just putting the stuff out. Okay, so we get in the store, we park. This lady, she was an older lady, older than me, and she's sneezing in her hand, right? Then she go on to fill the cucumbers. I was like, no, because I need to buy 2 cucumbers, right? And I'm like, see, this is how they spread and stuff. They don't even know it. You can't be fingering the vegetables and going to looking through when you got mucus all on your hands. I wonder how much stuff did she touch with the mucus? I don't know if she got allergies or the vid or whatever. That part I don't know. So I'm asking the guy, say, y'all got some more? Because this is the little stand up here up front with the display. Then he was like, yeah, the other cucumbers in the back. I went to the back and he picked me out 2 nice cucumbers. He was taking it right out the box. So one, so I can drink my cucumber water with my sea moss. Somebody told me cucumbers is good for your body, your health, and your immune system. So I said, okay. I had to half junk and half good. Hopefully it'll balance it out. So I'm gradually making the transaction to be all good. I'm a little bit bad, but I'm trying to form good habits, okay? Bear with me just 1 second. So the sale on the store, the reason why I came in the stores, like I said, the sale on the stores in Giant right now is crazy. And if anybody is stocking up for the holidays, I suggest you go hit the Giant up because they got crazy stuff. Like if you buy for the holidays, 2 cases of soda, the 12-pack, you get 3 12-pack free. I was like, that's like $5 because what's $10.49. Once you add it out, I calculated it. It's like $5 for a 6-pack of 12-pack. Sorry, $5 for a 12-pack. Pepsi products, Canada Dry, the ginger ale products, and even the Coke products, all beverages, canned beverages. And everybody know the 4th of July is coming up on Friday, and in the summertime, there's no limit on it. So this is when you should go in and like really do some damage if you're going to do damage, because you waste money any other time when you the regular sales. But this one, when you buy 2 get 3 free, and I calculated, I said, okay, that's $5 for a 12-pack. Is that a sale or what? Anyway, I mean a name brand stuff, not the store brand, but like Pepsi, Coke, whatever, Mountain Dew, Slurpee, the regular order diet, whatever you have, right? I go and I'm shopping for my uncle as well. I don't eat seafood, but they have a seafood sale on crab clusters, $6.99 a pound, the crab leg clusters, and the shrimp. The shrimp was $6.99 a pound too. I think it's the 21.25s. I don't know what that means. He said that's the size. 21.25 don't mean nothing to me. But anyway, I was in there getting stuff for him. Party time. You buy 2 bags of chips and get 3 bags free of any kind of Utz product. So y'all like the popcorn, y'all like the cheese curds. You buy 2 potato chips or 2 whatever, and you get 3 bags free. These kinds of sales don't happen often. I got my watermelon because y'all know I'm trying to keep straight with the watermelon. I get my bananas for potassium, 59 cents. Watermelon on sale with the coupon, $3.99. The whole big watermelon, $3.99. Boom. And then they had cherries, $2.99 on sale. So I'm like, I gotta go inside the store for to save the cash in. And then they have other sale stuff in the store. Everything was like buy one, get one free. And I was like, wow. So anyway, make a long story short, go to checkout, spend your money over 100. Of course, you know that. We go out to get into my truck, and it was not there. My son looking around, we thought we was jacked. The security guard told us, you were told. Why was I told? Because he forgot to hang the handicap placard up that says I'm handicapped. I don't have, it's not on my tags because I need my placard to go with me when I have to change vehicles because I have other people riding, taking me places or whatever. So I don't have the placard, the tags. I have the placard. He forgot to hang it up. Go to the tow truck company. You got to have cash. Or if you use your credit card, there's an $8 service fee that's going to be attached to your credit card, if you swiping it. So, and then on top of that, I have to go get my brakes done. That's another $400. How much money do you think I spent in the span of 2 hours today? It's been a Monday madness. I got to take it off the shelf because I need to pay these bills. I got to get out there, sling these jokes, or I'm going to be standing on the corner, say, can I get some money? Can I get some change? Damn it, I got bills to pay. And these are unforeseen circumstances that you didn't plan for. But I'm glad I was able to take care of my business. And I'm just getting in the house right now. So I'm here today. I had to wait for somebody to come and take me to go get my truck. It was in Upper Marlboro, not too far from the store, whatever. But yeah, that's how my day going. And guess what? It's still a great day because I refuse to be upset or be bitter. I just have to talk to things so I can get it out, calm down, because it's not good to hold things in. And am I mad at my son? No, because he forgot. What can I say? What can I do? Being though this is the 6th time that he forgot in the last year or so, but still, it can happen to any of us. So with that being said, am I going to make him pay for the whole thing? No, I'll split it with him. I'll split it with him. Now that I got all that off my chest, it's a beautiful day. With what everybody else got going on. Let's say good morning to my folks. Oh, thank you so much, Dad Mentality. Am I speaking with Rodney Glover? I see Rodney Glover in the house today. Grand Rising, Rodney Glover.
Good morning. How you doing? Well, you already heard how you doing. With your opening monologue, you pulling the L.A. Josh Preston opening monologue this morning, huh?
No, mine was only 13 minutes. He go a whole 15. I just had the woosah, and I always advertise my sea moss and my shades of blue. Molly Moss sea moss, but I say my sea moss because I stand behind. I stamp it. And Grand Rising to you, super producer Molly Moss.
Rising, Riri. Wish your day was a little better, but it get better as the day go on.
I'm glad you staying positive no matter what. That's definitely great as well. So keep it going.
I have to change, my thinking because at first I had to. I was about to go off in the store. Then I was like, no. Why are you going off? Remember what that man said? Save that energy. Save it energy because it's not the first, it's not going to be the last time. Save that energy. Don't you get out here stroking out in the heat. And next thing you know, your nose bleeding and you falling out. And people trying to figure out why that your blood pressure is 189 over 175. No, you don't need to know. I don't need all that.
What up, Woo? Slicky Woo, see no evil. What up with you? He said, Rising. He have a few things he have to do this morning, so he may be coming on at the tail end of the podcast if he make it in.
All right. See no evil. That's cool. I enjoyed you last week. Rodney, did you enjoy our boy See No Evil? Did you hear
Yeah,
him?
yeah, I saw. Yeah, I got to see him. I saw you study fake flirting with people again. So
Yeah, she.
Well, you call it fake flirting, but I'm flirting. No, well, yeah, you're right. It is fake flirting
I
because
know it is.
I'm just looking for friends at the end. I can't do no much
Friends
more than that.
Mhm.
But
Ain't
you know
nothing
what?
wrong
I
with that.
realized I had a
Sun
low.
and a
All
steaming
right.
cut and a steaming cup.
Hello,
Look at Weezy Wee.
Weezy Wee.
Happy Monday,
Yo,
y'all.
Grand Rising, baby girl. Grand Rising. Thank you for coming in. I'm keeping it all together. I'm trying to keep everything together, all in stride. It's good. There's some more stuff going on. I'll tell you guys in the back thing. But
my question is why y'all don't leave the placard up there the whole time? I mean, why? Oh, so you said
because
because
they
you move
said that
around
if
from
you
car to car.
driving, if you can't leave it up there, they said if you
Yeah,
driving,
just
they
leave
give
it
you
up
a
that
ticket.
joint.
If you leave it up there, they give you a
Yeah,
ticket.
you can't
They
drive with
say
air fresheners and all that dumb
Yeah,
they
stuff.
say
yeah.
it's obstructing the
But people
view.
leave it up there anyway.
No, I've been
They
stopped
put a
for that.
handicap over that be messed up though. You
I've
should
been stopped
record them
for
and
that.
go viral. Anytime record them go viral, they pull the handicap person over because I got a handicap stick up.
Right, right. They would pull you over, and they gave
Or
me a
instead of
warning.
hanging plaque, have it just sitting up in the front
On the
window.
dash, on the
Yeah,
Yeah,
dashboard.
on
Oh,
the dashboard or
also, do
something.
you know people steal them?
Yeah, I do know that.
People
Yeah.
steal them.
hell yeah.
So
Yeah, but if you park there, they're gonna steal them anyway. What it matter? Shit. It ain't like they gonna not. If they gonna steal it, they gonna steal it. It ain't got nothing to do with where you park or what you do.
well, what I'm saying, if I park in a
Since
non-handicapped
we gonna
spot
take it
or like
with
over in the parking lot, they don't know that I got one. But when I'm in a handicapped spot, they know it. And people, I don't want to. My car been broken into
What's good,
before.
Slicky?
Windows smash and grab, and they just grabbed my handicap thing. That happened to me before. So the only thing I can think to do, but that will kind of cripple me is I do the placard because I change vehicles quite often, more than I would like. If I
yeah.
get the ones that's on my truck, the ones that's permanent on the truck,
The tags.
yeah. See, it's already,
That's like
I
having
got
a
so much in the
passport
book.
book or the car. You can have both. You ain't
They
gotta
won't
just
let you
pick
have both.
one.
I asked.
Okay, if you say so. I know people with multiple handicap, that the ones walk around with
But you know what? I
like
might
they
step
out here
down
locking people up for having
and pay
two.
extra. Maybe she meant they won't let you have both without paying extra for it, I guess. But
Yeah,
I do.
maybe.
I'm thinking about that. How much is?
It might be best. It might be best just to get it on the tags.
Yeah,
That way you ain't got to worry about all that.
because this is like the fifth or sixth time it happened.
You
And the
embarrassed
fact
me, man.
that you've been in your place for as long as you have. I don't know how they do in apartments, but in the city, they designate spots for people who live there. So I've been in the area where there's specific parking space for this handicapped person. You cannot park in that space.
Well, I
Mm-hmm.
have a parking space, but this was at the grocery store. The car
Okay.
was in the candy cap in the grocery store. Ty just forgot to hang the plaque.
Yeah,
You mean you both forgot to hang the placard?
both of
You was in the
y'all.
car too.
I get out. He said, "Go ahead." I get out and make my way into the store. Before, when I used to tell him all the time, "Mom, stop nagging me." I know. But the moment I stop nagging, the moment I stop being, I got this. I'm driving. Everybody say that, it happened.
Reese
So
nagging? No
I
way.
need to continue to nag.
175.
183, because I had to put it on a credit card.
Yeah, damn, they easy money.
That's their aim. Make money. They got so much money from tickets and towing and I don't know what
Yeah,
Let me tell you, when we was in Iverson Mall,
The manager
Tyrese.
probably called. They be paying the managers to call them and stuff for stuff like
No,
that.
John didn't do it, but John won't. John, it used to be a time when John used to say, "You're about to be told." They don't do it no more. They don't. He said a security officer said that they're not allowed to tell you that anymore because they're not affiliated with the towing company. I'm like, okay.
That man getting paid.
He told him he the one
Exactly.
paying the
Because why
cost.
wouldn't you want to warn somebody?
Them security
They
dudes get
working
paid by the
together.
tow company. They working together. Don't let them tell you that lie. I
Hey,
promise
you got one up here right now. Hurry up.
Yeah,
Mhm.
you know,
Exactly what
and I
happened.
believe they looking, but you know,
Yeah, out of that 185 he got paid. He probably got that security guard probably got a smooth 50 for every time he called and tell him that
you
joint
think
happened.
so?
Hell yeah.
Because he gave me the information. He met me coming out. He said you own a black blah blah GMC. I was like,
He already
yeah.
knew.
He was like, I was trying to figure out what because he saw me coming in because I was messing with him coming in. And I was right there at the door, right in front of the damn.
The whole time he was thinking, got him.
Yeah.
Like, he didn't hang his placard.
Go ahead and get this money real quick. He had some bills he got to pay too.
Yeah, they did what they were supposed to do, and they towed the car, and it could have happened to me, but it never. Thank God, I could say it never happened to me, because I will always remember. It's just like
it just happened to you.
No, I mean me when I'm driving, and you know the key, the plaque. You know, I hang that up
like
first.
She won't make
as soon
that
as we
mistake.
get in, I'm one of them. As soon as I get in, you hang that up first because you're looking for the spot. So that's the first thing you're like, oh, handicap. I ain't gonna say, oh, handicap park player. You know, it to me it goes hand in hand. As soon as I park, I hang, turn the keys off, get out the car, lock the car.
You gonna remind Ty this time?
Unbuckle me, but I don't forget to hang that plaque. But maybe maybe he have a lot on his mind. I don't know what he got on his mind. You know, because Aries don't like to share. He's an Aries, and he keep a lot of stuff in. So maybe he's thinking about that he has to go to the mechanic shop and take the car up there. He's going to be up there all day or however long it takes them. He had a 10:30 appointment to get the car done. Maybe he's thinking about that. I don't know. Or maybe he's thinking about what happened over the weekend. It's a lot, but it's okay because it's a beautiful day outside. I'm able to breathe and woosah out, and it's okay because God gave me a chance to work it out. Whatever is in my way, it's working out. The devil, you ain't gonna get me days. I just told somebody last night over the weekend, you're not going. I ain't falling for your tricks no more. Nope.
Not this time.
Not this time. Prayers out to my sisters that's in the hospital. She's hanging in there. That's all I can say. So she's hanging in there. I love you, Nikki. If you're watching, I love you. So
yeah, it's Monday Madness. Chow shared a video earlier in the chat. We can start with that one. Kind of pissed this guy off today. he ain't had the patience like you, Reese. We're gonna share this clip, man.
Oh. Ain't nobody touching you. I didn't touch you. Talk to the wrong what? I don't touch you. I didn't touch you. You the you drunk. Go get your nigga. Slap you in here. You in here. Harass him. You in here. Oh, you in here trying to rap. Uh-oh. Slap this. Uh-oh. Yeah, get your slapper. You the kill you, nigga. Oh!
That nigga running before you get to the sand.
I'll stop your both y'all. All right, enough. I tried to help you. Man. I tried to help you. Definitely tried to help you. I tried to help you. I love you, dude. I tried to help you. Stop, girl. Yo, this man said, I love you, dude. Stop. No, you can't make this up, bro. You can't go from I kill you, nigga, to come on, bro. Stop. No. I tried to help you. You pleading on this nigga. I tried to help you. Don't touch me. 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 Oh. About that. Yeah. I want to do. Yeah, he ready to get out now. Yo, let him go. Let him go. They tired. They tired. Oh. What's wrong with you, nigga? What's up? Whoa. Yo, chill.
guy now. Look at you. Stop. Just stop.
Suck your own dick.
She's still talking.
Why you
Let's go.
How is she still talking? She's going to get her man.
What happened? I'm not
She's
understanding.
gonna
What
get
happened.
that man unalive one day, bro. She's still talking, walking towards that man who just dropped your mans. That is crazy talk. That is crazy work. Women will be the downfall of a lot of you men, bro. A lot of you men.
Yo, what's good, man? It's your boy Chow Bout, aka Bout Got Jokes. And every morning, Monday through Friday, you can catch me tuned into the Morning Mac Show on Facebook Live with Althea McFarlane, Molly Robinson, and my guy Big Trey. So if you ain't know, now you know. Play with it, but don't play with it. Play with it, but don't play with it.
Wow. Could somebody explain the video to me? Because I couldn't see it that good. I'm looking.
Yeah, you weren't even looking, Shaw. You at your phone, man.
No, I was sending the link out.
I can see you. You didn't get the whole time. Then someone, what's going on? I can play it again for you if you want. But it was a black dude in the store, and yeah, go ahead, Beast. Nah, you probably explain it better than I can.
Nah, so the dude was in the store, and the lady was talking shit to him, and then he said he was like, you know, go get your man so I can slap the shit out of both of y'all. Then her man came in there, and that nigga was obviously
her man. That's the old man.
That's the white dude. The white dude,
and that's her.
Yeah, the white dude come in firing off hot, talking about "I'll kill you, nigga."
Oh.
And then it proceeded to get both of them proceeded to get their ass whooped. So
they must have been high.
But then the problem was, he said she was drunk, but the problem was she kept on talking that shit, getting her man ass whooped even more. So you know, you gotta learn, you gotta have the right woman in your life, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, you do.
That's a clear sign that you got the wrong woman in your life. She's steadily getting your ass whooped for you. Like, I don't need no help. Like, yo, if I want to get my ass whooped, I can do it by myself. I don't need no woman that's going to sit there and help me get my ass whooped. I don't need none of that. Especially shit. You gonna sit there and get my ass whooped, you get your ass whooped, and then what? And we both getting our ass whooped. I already told you, my wife lose a fight, I'm leaving her ass there. I'm not saying. Like,
now, what if you lose a fight?
Huh?
What if you lose a fight?
I don't lose fights, baby. Don't lose them. I don't lose them. I'm way smarter than that.
But your wife lose a fight, you gonna leave? Don't you leave, my baby?
Yeah. I'm leaving Vicky right the fuck there. She ain't got her ass whooped. She deserves to sit in that sorrow.
Go ahead.
Shit,
but you would think that the guy would have been telling the woman, come on, you a little intoxicated. You know, you a little tipsy. Come on, let's roll. You would think he must be intoxicated too, because he wanted that smoke. Because he didn't have to tell the boy, "I kill you, nigga." Do you know that's
the problem? Is a lot of people think they can just say shit. You know what I'm saying? But the other problem is, man, I ain't one for all that talking. So if I walk in the joint and my wife in a fight with some dude and he talking about he gonna side, I ain't even gonna talk to that nigga. We fighting right there. It ain't gonna be no "I'll kill you, nigga" type shit. You know what I'm saying? That's the joint that be tripping me out. And then like, yo, yeah, but I feel the black dude, because once I start fighting shit, I'm knocking everybody out. I don't give a fuck who catching it. Everybody catching them hands after that. Because it don't matter. I'm already in it now. So shit. You know what I'm saying?
That was a knockout right there.
Yeah. To be woosah, to be calm. Like Molly is calm. I seen Molly in the calmest situations where I'd be ready to rope a dope somebody. I've seen this nigga be like, all right.
Okay. I know what comes after this.
Yeah.
You know, like
I don't like that shit. I ain't got the calm, I'm walking away. I'm messing with Molly and Molly calm. I'm gonna leave. I'm not fucking around. I'm not gonna wait for him to not be calm. I'm gonna tell you that. I'm gonna tell you that. I know better. I be looking at little shit. Like I look at a nigga's ears. If he got cauliflower ears, and I'm walking the fuck away. You know what I'm saying? I be looking at
ears.
Yeah, you gotta know what you're looking at. Niggas who know. You know what I'm saying? You gotta know what you looking at, dog. When you looking at somebody,
Real fighter right there.
Huh?
That's a real fighter right there.
Yeah. I look at
I
all
never
that.
heard that cauliflower is.
Yeah, that's when you box and fight a lot, you get those things on the side of your ears.
Keloids?
Like keloids.
Yeah.
I used to get them right here. Like,
so but
no,
you get them
that's
for
not
different
what that
reasons.
come from. Is it?
Bullshit.
Not
Go look
yours,
at the
Cali.
fighter.
Not yours.
Go look at the fighter.
A
Man,
lot of
look at any fighter and look at their ears. Their ears fucked up. Yeah,
it's like ballet dancers. Look at their toes.
The toe,
You think that's a common thing in ballet. But
Look,
y'all think he was wrong?
upside my head too much.
Reese, you think he was wrong for reacting the way that he reacted? Some people feel like he was, but he said he was just trying to help them. So it seemed like he was a good dude, but he eventually said, "Fuck it, I can't take enough." But people handle things how they want to handle. But why you think he was wrong?
What was the guy doing to the lady?
So the lady was harassing the storekeeper, from what I get from it. And the dude jumped in and said something to her, and then she went off on him. Cause he was like, you messing with this man. This man trying to work. And he was like, you drunk, get the fuck out of here. And then that's when she was, that's when she started cursing him out or whatever. And he was like, go get your man, I knock you and your man out. So then her man came in there, then that nigga came in hot, talking about he'll kill you, nigga. And then after that, he caught them hands. I mean,
and the
to me, that's basic geometry after that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Man, that was justice, huh?
Yeah, like nah, because I've been in stores when they're drunk, and I'm gonna say this out loud, you get that drunk lady in there and they cursing out the dude for no reason. He just trying to do his job, and you trying to leave, like you ready to go, but she's steady going off, holding the line up and shit. And you're like, yo, can I just buy my shit and leave, please? You know what I'm saying? And then and the next thing you know, she turned at you and stuff like that. And then, he was like, man, bring your nigga in here so I can whoop his ass. And then when he came in there saying, I'll kill you, nigga, yeah, that was an ass whooping coming. And after that,
he tried to leave, son. He
yeah. Then all of them gonna catch their hands. And he did it right. Once you throw it, you might as well keep on going. That's my belief, for real. You ain't gonna never see me throw a punch. If I throw a punch, we fighting the rest of it. I'm fighting until your ass is out. Like not getting up. You ain't getting up. Ain't no more of that. I love you, dude. None of that shit. Once these hands go, they going until either I'm arrested or you are out.
Now in the video, who was he talking to when because I'm trying to help you out. I'm trying to help you out.
The white dude that came in there, the boyfriend.
Yeah.
He was trying to help him out there. He beat him up though, right? He beat him up.
No, he was trying to help him out before that.
Yeah.
He was trying to help him out, but then he came in there hot talking about I'll kill you, nigga. Yeah.
What was he trying to help him out to do?
Tell him to help him get his girl out of here.
Get his girl.
Yeah, get his girl out of here. She drunk and acting a fool. Get her out of here.
Okay.
How you think he should have handled it, Reese?
I'm not. He reacted the way he reacted because he was met with some aggression. I mean, if the guy would have been like, "Come on, honey, come on," he's right. That whole scene wouldn't have happened. But he's trying to help clear up some smoke. He was trying to do a Boy Scout thing, a good thing that you seen something going on, or he could have just ignored it and walk on them by. But he didn't. He didn't ignore the situation. So he tried to interfere with good intentions. Those whose good intentions gone wrong for the person who got them hands. And it's just, we got to control our temper. So much have happened. So much happens to us on a daily, on a constant. We got to be able to woosah and let it out in the atmosphere because, we don't need to pop up. What if that white man had a gun and turned around and shot that black boy?
He would have got that gun out the way he got dropped. He wouldn't have got that.
They was drunk too. He probably just shot the wrong person.
Right, exactly. And then they would have said, "Oh, he attacked him," or did he attack? So much. Don't give him a reason.
I got a question for you, Reese. Where your line at? What's your line before the hands get actually used? but whatever, you know.
If you, well, first of all, if you in my face, if you step to me, that's the automatic drop because this is my safe spot. This is my arm reach. If you come into my arm reach, my first impulse is to protect myself and steal. Steal, Bob. Protect your face and steal. You know, once you throw the right jab, then you follow with a hook. Right? You know, that's my first reaction. If I'm beefing, keep it over there. Because when you get too close, then it's like, Spidey senses started tingling, and I'm going to protect myself if you come any closer in my perimeter, because that means you're invading my space. This is my airspace. Don't fly. This is no fly zone. So this is the no cross zone. That's the line that I have. But I'm not just going to jump out there and look for trouble. Like I said, I protect myself and those around me. You know, now if somebody, and I'm quick to protect somebody else. Then say if I saw some female jacking off at Molly, I'm gonna run down there and be like, wait, hold on, what you doing? This is my brother. What's the problem? You know, I would interfere too.
Yeah, I just think that, you know, like Slim just had to get some shit off, and he found the opportunity because they was trying to walk out. He said what he said, you know, but that can be trigger words for some people, and that's why I tell a lot of people you can't just say that N word, even if you white and you might got some black friends and all that. It don't matter, you know. You in different places, they don't want to hear none of that, and once they hear that word, it triggers something, you know. But even after that, the dude tried to leave. Got up, tried to leave. He just kept like surging at this dude. He trying to grab his girl and get out of there, but it's like it's over now. It's
late now, yeah.
But he said, "I'll kill you."
Yeah, you can say what you want to say. It's a freedom of speech, but you know, I feel like that's a threat enough for me. I think that's a threat for him to stay out of jail. You know, I hope he ain't get arrested for this because a lot of white people, even if they drunk, they know the law and they be finding ways to get people arrested that don't know the law. So I don't know how this incident's gonna, you know, happen for him, but I hope he be all right. And that's why I mind my business, even when I see people.
I kill you niggas hate talk.
Yeah, it is.
They call the police though.
It don't matter. You can say what you say. Now, if it was me, what I say was that when he told me he was going to kill me, I felt I was afraid that he was trying to get to his car to get something to kill
that's
me.
what
I didn't want to let him to the car. That's what I would have said. I didn't want to let him to the car because, you know, I was afraid for my life because he told me he was going to kill me and then proceeded to get ready to go to his car. So I thought he was going to get the weapon to kill me. You know what I'm saying?
What about when he said, "I love you, brother"? All that was out the window after that. He said, "But I love you." I said, "What?"
Pop, didn't he say, "I love you"? And hit him a couple more times.
Yeah, hit him a couple more times.
That was love taps. I love you.
What about you, Molly? What's your line, man? Oh, I can tell you real quick before I answer that, Molly. I saw my aunt, 85 years old, dog.
85,
yeah, she 85 now. She 85 now, but she was like 70 something back then, and she was taking her grandkids to King's Dominion, and some lady, they was in the joint getting food, and some lady started popping off at one of her grandkids, some white lady. So of course my aunt say something to her, this, that, and the other. That white lady spit on my aunt. Yeah. So needless to say, my aunt and them grandkids proceeded to beat the white people ass in that
But she assaulted your aunt.
Nah, nothing happened. She didn't go to jail. Yeah, she didn't go to jail or anything. But yeah, they beat the shit out of them.
I'm like, okay, well, the ass whooping must have been good enough.
The grandkids still talk about it to this day, dog. It was like it was the best family trip they ever had because they got to whoop these white people ass with their grandmother. So
the Morning Mac Show is not condoning racism or nothing like that. We don't bring the drama, but when it's presented, we will handle it. That's all I'm saying. That's for anybody on the panel. We don't bring no drama. We come in peace.
I bring drama.
But the antagonist. But you know, Weezy, what you think, Weezy?
Don't only speak for yourself out there. Don't speak for the rest of the panel, please.
But on the Morning Mac Show, I got to keep it in the perimeters. The Morning Mac Show
popped out. Oh, she popped back in.
So Dad Mentality said that.
So Molly, what's your What's your limit, Molly? What's the thing? What's the thing that you think is too far? When is it too far, Molly?
When you just start touching me, putting your hands on me, that's when it's too far. But I let people say anything now, and I had a lot of trigger words, bitch ass nigga. I smack your ass, like shit, like what? It's just triggering, for a lot of men, I think. But now I'm all you can say anything you want, especially if you drunk, and that's what it most times was. It was somebody drunk, and they just, just trying to start some shit, and I was the easy bait when I was younger.
They
But now
thought
that
you
I'm
was
older,
easy bait. They don't
nah,
know
I
that you
was.
go
They
to
just
10
say,
deep.
but nah, that's what they looking for though. They looking
Yeah.
for that energy. They looking to get into a fight, and a lot of them used to getting their ass whooped. They can take an ass whoop, but that ain't nothing to them, But for me, it's just like once you start putting your hands on me, then that's when it come an issue. But other than that, you can say whatever you want. Call me the N word. Call me whatever you want to call me. Just don't put your hands on me, and don't threaten me because. Yeah, I'm like you. Like once he said that, I'm not trying to let you get to your car neither.
Yeah.
Like that's not gonna happen.
And
But
what about
yeah,
coming in your minds? Don't come in my face. Because you coming,
Yeah, you're
yeah,
not
I
to
don't
bring it to
can't
my
mind.
do
face.
that.
We're gonna
You
get
can't
that,
do that.
all close. But I done seen dudes do that all in your face. When I grew up, that was a thing. Like we get all in each other's face and they get to like shoving each other. We just waiting for somebody to swing first. Like, nah, you swing,
You
nah,
gotta
you
hit first.
swing. But
Look,
yeah, until you hit, it ain't really a fight. Somebody eventually will punch. But yeah,
I'm the puncher. I'm telling you now, if you jump in my face, I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm just gonna swing on you. Because if you try to come with me with aggression, and if you too close when I can't get my punch out, these elbows, have you ever had to elbow somebody? That's forceful too. But I ain't
Hold
telling you
them
I'm punching, I'm
bows.
just saying that my granddaddy always taught me, this your space. And if they step into the ring, they want to get done with. So long as they talking to yak over there, and I was like, okay. So that that it's the same. And I'm too old, like Rodney said, I'm too old to let you just get
I'm
up.
like COVID. Give me
If,
6 feet.
at the age I am now, if I gotta fight, somebody's gonna get
Oh
hurt,
yeah,
somebody going to jail. What's
y'all
Louisa
stink.
take on it? The Phoenix. And I
What's
haven't
your
I'm
heard
take,
all
very,
my
I'm
life
Eve?
very
though.
big. So I'm very big on, like y'all said, don't touch me. Just don't touch me. I don't care what you say. You can call me fat. You can do. I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
Just do not touch me, or don't touch my kids.
Mm-hmm.
Don't do that. Or like any child, you just don't touch. But back in the day, my trigger word was bitch. I hate that word. I hate that word.
Brandon,
And
mine
if
was
you,
fat.
no, I don't care. You can call me. I've been called fat all my life. Even though I wasn't fat, I was always big. But I'm cool with that. But when I was younger, a teenager, even in my 20s, don't call me a bitch. Like, why? I don't even give off bitch. So why are you calling me that? That to me was the worst thing you could ever say. So I got into a lot of fights, including with my ex being called a bitch. So just
You and I
don't.
tell you
But
why.
now,
No, you
now you can say all of that. You can say whatever you want to me as long as you don't touch me. Just don't touch me. Even if you get in my face, I've been nose to nose with somebody and he didn't touch me. As long as you don't touch me, I'm cool. Cause I'm not gonna swing first. Cause you ain't gonna get me locked up saying I hit you first. Nah, I'm gonna
oh,
defend myself.
say I was
So
offended.
yeah.
You was when you ain't
No,
want to get locked up, they get in your face.
if you don't, no, we
You
know
defending
that's
yourself. I was
cool. No,
scared.
mm-mm. As long as you don't swing on me, as long as you don't touch me, don't. We can be right here. I don't care. Don't hit me. If you hit me, fine.
Nah.
I got all rights to do as much as I
I don't,
possibly
I
can to
don't,
put
I
you
don't,
raw
I
Too much
ain't
blood.
gonna do the
opportunity that
same.
one
You
hit.
don't, you
Not
Oh,
don't get you don't get that close to me. I don't believe in that.
Exactly.
I
I
don't
ain't gonna
allow
do
you
the
to get that
same.
close
but
to
yeah,
me.
even still, if you don't hit me, as long as you don't hit me, cool.
Yeah.
I'm very big because I'm like I have a lot to lose, and I will take it to the nth
Yeah,
degree.
yeah. It's
As
somewhere for you to
long as you don't put your
somewhere.
hands on me and don't
That's
spit.
where it was, unless your mother moved it.
yeah.
I'm
When they
sorry.
in your
Spitting,
face and they talking to you, and
no,
spit.
let me tell you, it's I have a very high tolerance and I'm very patient.
Nah.
I'm a very patient woman because in the back of my mind, if I do this, this will happen. I always think about the consequences. This is why I have not been locked up
But
because I
sometimes
have children. Now, listen, I always think, I'm telling you, I have to.
People snap sometimes.
Yeah, they do. And I used to when I didn't have nothing to lose. I had stuff to lose. I refused to allow myself to go to jail over somebody else's stupidity. I'm not going to do
it. That's true. Because
it was
a different, a whole bunch of different Russian angle when you were single, or when I was send my child off to school. I was like a real mama bear. Tyree came in the house one summer. He was like 7 or 8. Him and his cousin was outside playing right out here. And the kids was throwing water balloons. These big kids pummeled the little kids with water balloons, right? And they was laughing. They was sitting out there. Tyree and his friends, his little cousin came in like this crying because they was out there playing. They got ambushed by the bigger kids. And when I say bigger kids, if my child is 7, you 16, sir, ma'am, you don't fuck with them. You don't. I went up there. I had my little duck slippers on. I came out there in my house clothes. Tyree was up there. I had my bonnet on my head. Bitch was like, Freezy, when you out there? I didn't even put no shoes on my feet. I was gonna fight them kids and they slippers. I would say, where's your parents? I'm reporting you all to the rent office. They was like, we were just playing. I said, I don't care. You don't play with them children. See all them kids over there? You don't play with them. I said, get off the playground. You ain't got no business on the damn playground. I said, I'm going down to the rental office. I said, because I ain't playing with their ass.
I would have got the water hose. See, you got to learn how to play. Learn how to get kids. It was water balloons. Nah, I got that water hose and tore their ass up. Y'all want to play with water? Let's play with water. And I'm going to wait for parents up if they come over here. It's just ways to do it now. They were wrong, yeah, but it was just water. You should have lit them up.
I reacted because they was crying. The kids, not just my son, but all the other little kids was crying. If it was just my son, I'm like,
I understand. I do understand.
It was like all the they was out there minding their business, and then they got attacked by the bigger kids. They thought it was funny, something to get the kid. But
no, I understand that.
You 7 and they 16.
I'm also very
you don't
I play a lot too.
These are my first and second graders playing, and the high school kids gonna come and mess with them. No. And yes, I did went to the rental office and got a couple of the rental people, and the mates man came up the hill to get. I'm like, oh, you think I play? I was quick. I may be a big girl, but I was rolling in them damn.
Just like, look, she should have went and got a bucket and filled that bad boy up. I
was rolling in them house slippers, and I told him, I said, well, where's your parents? Go get your parents. Go get.
Yeah. And what you going to do?
For them too. Shit.
Yeah, no bullshit.
Look, you got sometimes. Now, if they had hit them, yeah, but that water, nah. If this water, all right, let's go. Everybody get a bucket. Everybody, let's go. Pour them up at that park.
Hell yeah.
And it's right across where the basketball court is. It was at the park. And then the kids
right
there.
We would have had a good old time. Right over there.
I would have took my kids right to Walmart. We would have got the water guns with the backpacks.
Oh, yeah.
We would have been out that joint like, yeah, we got, y'all bring water balloons to a gunfight. Yeah.
What y'all gonna do now?
Yeah, you bring water balloons to a gunfight. Let's go.
Yeah. How you doing?
That's what I would have did.
All of them came in the house and had refreshments to play the game.
Yeah,
all the little kids. I was like, Dad, this don't make no sense.
Them teenagers would have never been able to leave their house. It would have got wet up every time they left their house for like 2 weeks straight. For 2 weeks straight, me and my kids would have set up a barricade out that joint. We're like, y'all wanted to smoke, man. Y'all got the whole smoke.
You gotta be petty.
Got the whole joint. Yeah, I'm petty as shit.
You gotta be but that's a good petty though. Because you're gonna learn.
I wasn't petty like that. I was in mama bear mode protecting all the babies. Because I call all the children my babies.
I'm gonna go buy me a fire. I'm gonna buy me the fire hose, connect that shit to a water hydrant, and sitting out that joint waiting all day. Patient than a motherfucker. Where them kids at? Where them kids at?
Where them kids at?
That would have been hilarious.
I would have been playing
music.
You'd have
been a super bull.
I would have been sitting out that joint selling lemonade, waiting for them, everything.
You said you thirsty? I got you.
Yeah. Some cooling off.
I would have had a ball, man. That'd have been but I get it though. You do turn into, a mama bear, but some things. It's my biggest thing. As long as you do not put your hands on them,
that's putting their hands on them.
No, I know. For me, it's water balloon. Like my I think I'm a little bit different because I grew up with older boy cousins and older uncles that like were my older brothers. I experienced a bunch of different craziness. So for me, certain things I had to learn restraint or I get my ass whooped. I had to learn how to look at the funny side of things or petty side of things because I grew up with dudes. And that's kind of why I'm able to do certain things or laugh at certain things. But I would have what they and they would have been told up, Reese.
Well, my mind wasn't on that, and I grew up with dudes and stuff. That's why my first thing was the fight. You either fight.
Oh, your first thing was the snitch.
My first thing.
And Reese confused. She don't know she hot.
She don't know the difference. She don't know the difference. That's called snitching where we come from.
No, I was ready to
where I come from, that mother would have went and told that security guard we would have been plotting like shit on her ass for the rest of this summer.
I ain't even gonna lie. You would have got caught with some water balloons for real.
Hell yeah.
I would have been that child because my cousin
100%.
No, but I get it. I get it. No, but yeah. Oh, did y'all see what Slicky said?
No.
He said he called a woman a bitch and she pulled a 357 on me. He had to beg for his life.
I'm telling you, that's how I was. I didn't have a gun, but I was serious about that. You couldn't call me that. I didn't.
And Weezy, UNIT. Well, who you calling a bitch? UNIT.
Right.
What's the unity?
Yeah. Now you can call me anything you want because it ain't
Slicky still ain't learned shit. He's still calling women bitches.
Yeah, Slicky. That's online.
No, that's out of his mouth.
I lived another day.
He said that out of his mouth. He said quick. He said a bitch.
I'm gonna let y'all know, ladies. I'm gonna let y'all know right now. I am a swing first person. I don't give a shit. If you get in my face, I'll tell you, hey, look, don't get that close to me.
Right there. That's a
don't get that close to me. Don't get that close to me, and I'll step back just far enough that if as soon as you try to step forward, you right in the zone.
That's right.
And as soon as and I step back. I'd be like, look, don't get that close to me. And I step back, and if they step forward at any point after that time, they catch me as soon as they step forward. They're going to walk right into it. That's what I do and it works every time. And here's the other thing I'm going to let y'all know about the police. If there's only one person that can tell the story, you don't go to jail. Because by the time they get that nigga story, you already home. You already home. So I'm going to let you know that right now. That's why I said that once they swing, I'm not stopping until you are knocked out. I'm not going to let you wake up.
Yeah.
I'm not going to let you get up and go to your car. I'm not letting you do none of that. None of that. You're going to be knocked out. When the police get there, you will be unconscious. And then that way, there's only one person telling the story, and that's me, and I get to go home because I told the story.
He hit me first.
And by the time they find out anything else,
Rodney said he'll beat women up too, so he don't care who he beat up.
They don't
discriminate.
Some of them need to get beat up. I ain't even gonna lie to you, but
it's not a practice, but you know.
I'm just saying, this is what I tell my girls: you do not hit men. Keep your hands to yourself. It ain't men ain't supposed to hit women. If you feel strong enough to hit a man, he's gonna hit you back. I know this because I used to fight dudes. You don't pay.
Especially if I don't know you.
Right.
It's different if you like my sister or something like that. But if I don't know you, you just a random. You know
how much I got beat up by my own.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I'll do it. But I have never started a fight ever. Never, ever, ever have I started a fight. Even with the men or the boys I used to fight. The fight just used to be wild. I remember one day this boy picked up a handful of rocks and threw them in my face. The face was a trigger for me. And we was living in South Carolina at this time. I chased this boy around the whole trailer park. Caught up with his ass. He tried to run in the house, ran up the steps, calling his mama. I grabbed him and flipped him off the porch. Jumped down and beat the shit out of him. His mother looked over and said, you should have left her alone. Went back in the house. It's like, but I don't start stuff. I never do.
Right.
And, I'm very big on that. I tell them, don't start fighting.
I believe you, Phoenix.
You know what?
I don't know if I believe everybody on this panel. But I believe
you don't start stuff, Reese.
No more.
No more.
She said
no more. No more. No more.
She don't deserve it no
I had to
more.
catch myself. I'm like, am I lying? Yes, I am. I was. Yeah, but I'm not that type of person because I had so much, you know, that aggression. You know, I don't know. It was my mind wasn't right. I'm telling y'all, my stuff was going on from childhood up, and it affected my early adult years, and because, and I think back about the time I was like a bull in a china shop when my 9-year-olds told me, "Mom, when you mad, all you see is red." And I may start, you know, and then they say a trigger word, like you said, Louisa. And then that's when I swing first. I don't have no problem to let nobody know that I hit first. I am a first hitter. Like Lil Wayne say, I don't shoot back because I shoot first. And that's what Rodney's saying. Yeah. I ain't worried about you knocking me out because I'm gonna knock you out first.
I learned that shit a long time ago. I used to be small, so I always had people picking on me. Yeah. So I remember it was that 9th grade. I had this 11th grader picking on me. He thought I snitched on him. I ain't snitched. And that nigga got on my bus. He wasn't even riding my bus home. He got on my bus and was on the bus like, yeah. As soon as we get off this bus, I'm gonna fuck you up. This, that, and the other, blah, blah, blah. Man, I got off that bus. As soon as I got off the bus, I stood by the doors. He came down. He ain't even make it off that bus. I swung on him because I ain't playing that. I ain't letting you. Nah, you on my bus. I'm taking that as a serious threat. I'm not going to sit. I ain't even let him off that bus because I ain't want to let him off that bus and let the bus driver drive off. You know what I'm saying? And then I get caught by myself. You know, I swung on him immediately and beat his ass back on the bus. You know what I'm saying? Then the bus driver broke it up. You know, and this, that, and the other. We got suspended, but you know, hey, at least I ain't getting that. It was crazy. The crazy part was about a week later when we went back to school. I was sitting there and I was sitting at my joint. I had been like ready all day because I knew he was gonna come back. And then I sat there and I was up. And as soon as he came back, I started bobbing. I was dancing before he even got there. I was like, "Yep, let's get ready, get it going." No. But then he was like, "Nah, you good, little bro. I found out you wasn't even the person who snitched." And I was like, "Oh, okay."
You could fight. That's what that
and
was.
Then we was friends after that. We was cool as shit after that.
Best of friends after that. And you know, Molly had a big gang of them. So Molly had a gang and weapons. Molly looked like he was type to be packed because he's too tall. Molly, you know,
nah. We had a rule though. If my brother or my nephews in them fight, I got nephews older than me. My niece, we the same. We deep. It's about 30 of us in one school. So, you know, all grade levels. So we always try to find out what grade they was in, you know, but it was like my cousins and older brothers. If one fight, we all gotta fight. But we used to want to fight by ourselves, you know, just to see that I can beat them without you. But then you don't want to get in trouble. So it was like if I don't jump in it, I can possibly get in trouble because if one fight, we all fight. You can't come in the house and be like, "Oh yeah, my little brother was fighting, and you know how he do." Well, no, it better be, we beat the shit out of whoever that was. You know, like we ain't gonna give him the opportunity. So it wasn't really a lot of one-on-ones, and a lot of times people knew like where you from and stuff like that. It was most of the time the new kids or the light-skinned kids, you know, the dudes just be hating on for no reason. I don't really, a lot of dudes ain't really hate on me too much. You know, they ain't really bothering me too much. And I ain't starting nothing. So I ain't really fight, you know, but like 3 times once I got like out of middle school. But before middle school, I done lost count. But after that, I was good.
You'd have been my boyfriend in school. I had so many boyfriends in school.
I wouldn't have been your boyfriend, Sean.
Yes, you would.
Because I didn't go with a girl in my school. My girl had to go to another school, which she did, and becoming my daughter's mother. But I refused to talk to anybody in the school. Like that was a rule that I had at a young age. I can't have no girlfriend in school to see what my friends be dealing with at the lockers and all that. My girl will be at the game this weekend.
I'm talking about elementary school. Like we'd have been holding hands and doing warm-ups, racing the new
elementary. Yeah, I used to get beat. I done got my nose busted in. One dude, like 6th grade. Yeah, I was in the 2nd grade talking to my girl. I talking shit, like nigga, I'm talking to my girl, da da da. He just popped me right in the nose. My shit was leaking, sky was moving. I was like, what the hell is
I
going
was
on?
moving.
Yeah, like it's the first time I ever experienced that. And shit, I laid out to school. He whooped his ass, but he was a lot older than me. I had to learn that it's levels to this shit. Yeah, I might can beat up some guys my age or around my age, but he was a lot older than me. He wasn't that bigger than me, but he was a lot older than me, so he was naturally just stronger.
Yeah, I had
What
one
do
of
you
these
think about a third grader beating up a
But I
kindergartner? Just
still
had a fair
remember
fight.
that ass whooping. Shit, yeah, kids. You jumped
Now,
out
if
there.
you in a kindergarten and a third grader beating
It
up on
ain't
a
never fair.
kindergartner,
Oh
well,
yeah,
Yeah,
that's too much.
I
Nah,
yeah,
used
that's
that's
to
too
run.
way
much.
too much. But
I
it's
used
3 years
to
apart.
run until I couldn't. Until my aunt told my mother was home from work. She was like, "If you don't get out there," her name was Doretha Jackson. We called her Dee Dee. She said, "If you don't get out there and whoop her," because the girl chased me home. She used to
Oh
chase me
yeah, y'all, you want in no
right to
damn
my gate.
kindergarten? Let us know how old you really was. Ain't no
I was
kindergarten.
5.
Ain't no kindergarten running home from school and all that. You went nah. How
I
old
was
was you, Reese?
I was 5.
Reese, how old was you, Reese?
I was 5. You can ask
You
my aunt.
welling, man. You
I was
welling.
really.
Yeah, I
So
remember this
you
story.
I was 5
and
years
Woozy
old.
believed it.
No, I do. I remember. I
And
heard this
that was
story
my first
before.
time fighting back. Now I would fight in the side of the house. I was the terror with everybody. I would fight my aunts, uncle, everybody. I was fighting, but
Reese was stuck
outside,
in
I
middle
was
school.
scared to
That girl
fight.
was chasing her ass home. I done seen a lot of girls in middle
Third
school
grade.
getting chased home, elementary, kindergarten though. You ain't even walking home by yourself.
Yes,
You
I
getting
am. But
caught.
wait a minute.
You
Don't
getting
forget.
hold the hand. You gotta get picked up and all
Don't.
that. You damn well
I was going
my
to school
child.
by myself. The first day of school, I went by myself. What you talking about?
We gotta get Reese out of here, y'all.
No,
They
I
put
know.
me
I
on
was
the
walking
bus.
by myself. I didn't, but I didn't go to school
I
until
lived
first
across the
grade.
street, man, and you walking to school in kindergarten by yourself, dog.
You
We walked.
do. They
We had to
do.
walk up the street to the bus
They
stop.
do.
We got on
Yeah,
the
to the
bus. I had to
bus
walk up
stop.
the street by myself to the bus stop and walk down. And when we got off the bus at the end of
Off
Bender
the
Road,
bus. You hear
I
this? The
was
bus. So she ran home from
well.
school.
No, I
It's a
ran down
bus
the
that take
street.
her home.
You
Her
know,
ass
one
ain't
end
run
of the
home from
street to the
school.
other end
You
of the
just
street.
ran somewhere. Her ass got low. Why that girl
No,
was trying to beat you up?
because she was just a bully and they picked on me because I was the daughter. Like Niecy and them, the bigger kids used to always take my hair loose and say, "You my daughter," and everything like that. And she
Nigga
just
said
picked
that
with me.
mouth.
The girl, she was a third grader. You know, she just picked on me. But after that, we became friends. After that, it's like on Bender Road. Everybody on Bender Road know that to be a true story. One end of Bender is where the police station is. The other end of Bender is where Ray Leonard Road come down, and that's where the bus stop. We had to walk all the way up the street. Had to walk to the end of our block. Is that considered a block? The whole street?
I don't know. I just don't see
Probably.
me allowing my daughter go to school on her first day by herself. That shit just weird. Like,
Yeah,
don't
my
No,
make
mama
but
put
see,
me on the
Marley,
I
bus.
that's
ain't
not.
going
We
for it.
we different as parents now. Because I used to
My
take
mama
me
put me
and
on the
my
bus.
I
sister.
didn't either. Shit, my mother
And I
walked
can
me to
remember
school. I
I was
still remember my
scared
first day.
and I didn't know my
That
name
shit
was
weird,
Althea
man.
McFarland. That's when I didn't know my name. I was out there. The
And you
teacher was
definitely
calling
sending
all the
your kid
students
to school. She don't even
and they
know
was
her
going
damn
into
name.
school. And I'm standing out there by myself on the playground crying because you had to line up on the playground first day of school. And I'm standing out there crying. And Miss Green, the teacher, the first grade teacher, she wasn't even my teacher. Her name was Miss Green, black
I would
lady,
have been
beautiful
walking
black
Reese
lady.
home every day after school,
She
man. Y'all, come on,
Mhm.
we're gonna walk Reese
she
home.
looked out the window, and because I was about to walk up in the neighborhood, we was in Riverdale. It was Beacon Heights Elementary School, and we was getting bused from Palmer Park all the
Shout
way
out
to
to Beacon
Riverdale.
Heights.
Beacon Heights Elementary, yes, we was getting bused all the way over there across town.
Yeah,
And
my
I was in
elementary
the
was
neighborhood
across
all
the
white.
street.
Like I was about to walk off into the neighborhood, because I didn't know, I was like, I'm gonna walk home, not thinking I'm a kindergartner. But you know that you ain't standing out there by yourself and I'm crying out
I
there.
was just saying, like,
And she
kids
looked out
don't
the window and they said, What
don't
is
know
your
where they're
name?
going. I'd be scared to death. It's like if you been to school one time. This your first day there. You go by yourself. Even after school, you don't know where to go. Even the first bus, like how you know to walk to this bus stop for school? You never been to school yet. How you know to walk? That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Named Kim.
I'm thinking your ass just went by yourself. No, she walked you to the bus stop. Somebody else, Kim, was out there with you. You got me thinking like you just like go ahead, figure it out, 5-year-old Reese.
You still had to figure it out. You had to get on the bus. You had to get on the bus.
This morning, they direct you when you get to the bus. Somebody be there when you get off. DC is different. Y'all have to get there and you figure it out. Merlin pick you up, drop you off, and all that.
She walked me. She said, "Stay right here," and I just stood right there.
You trying to be like you super independent at 5. Your ass had help. When you got on that bus, they got off the bus. Somebody was there waiting on 5-year-old Reese. And they walked you to class and all that.
Well, she still got bullied, though. She was on
that little girl.
On the,
but the third grader, that was the girl that lived in my neighborhood. It wasn't even a school thing. It was a home thing. And she used to always chase me. And she'd be swinging out there on the damn gate. And I'd be scared to go outside. They say, you get out there and you whoop her ass. As bad as you is in this house, you go out there and you whoop her ass. And you know what I said?
We come out blue. This little blue.
I said, sorry, Didi, I gotta beat you up. And that's when I
she apologized for that. He said, "Oh no, man."
Look back. I was just scared.
We got double trouble. I was waiting on
Tune into the show where the vibes heat up. The morning back got the flavor. Got the flavor, got the glow.
Hello, Grandma.
Hey, Farrah. I only remember in all my school days, my mother taking me to school twice. I didn't start school until I was in first grade. I don't know why I didn't go to kindergarten. I think they had to pay because I was in DC. I don't remember why I didn't go to kindergarten, but I was taught at home.
Your birthday?
No, my birthday was in August.
Oh yeah,
and, school didn't start until September back then. Yeah. I don't know. I think they were going to
start the kindergarten.
Yeah, I think they was going to have to pay or something like that because they made too much money. Whatever it was. So I didn't go to school. I was homeschooled until first grade. And so my mother took us to school. It was me and my little sister. We 3 years apart. Matter of fact, why didn't I go to school? Anyway, when I went, I was by myself. My mother kept the other kids at home, but she walked me to school the first day. Make sure you pay attention where you walk in. Walk me the second day. After that, I was by myself. And the school was not around the corner. Okay? DC schools are very rarely around the corner from your house. You got to cross the street. You got to go down the hill. You got to go around the corner. You got to do it. And I was doing all that at 6.
Thinking.
Yeah, I was doing all that at 6. I ain't get no school bus until I moved down South Carolina. We was down there for a year. And even still, I don't remember my mother taking me to school. We got on the bus. She walked me to the bus stop. And after that, that was it. I don't think I have ever, outside of my first 2 days of school, been taken to school. I even enrolled myself in school when I came back from South Carolina. I went in their office and told them that I'm supposed to be in school. Me and my sister, I enrolled me and my sister when we came back from South Carolina into school, and that we was going to Merritt at that time.
How'd you do that?
I went in that office and told them my name, my mama name, my sister name, told them what grade I was in down South Carolina, told them what grade she was in, and I need to come to school.
Birth certificates, no records, no.
I was in that office, and the lady told. So we was going to daycare. For the summer, you know how they had the programs with my cousin. Well, when it's time for school, my cousin, we would go there in the morning for, before care. My cousin would leave and go to school, and we would be still sitting there. And I was like, I'm too old for this. The next day, me, him, and my sister got on that van to go to Merritt. I took her, and we went in that office, and I told them I'm supposed to be in school.
You said I'm supposed to be in school?
Yeah, and I put us in school.
How old was you doing that, Weezy?
I was 8, 9.
9 years old?
I sure was.
And they didn't ask where your mama, where your daddy.
They asked after I gave them all the information. She called my mother. My mother said yes, and I went to class.
Damn, that's impressive.
We
I
went
don't
to
know.
class.
I don't know
I'm
9-year-old
telling
rolling
you,
self
I
in
have been
school.
taking care of home since I was about 5 or 6. So I had to
The
learn the
oldest.
business. I have had that responsibility for a long time, which is probably why I'm tired. But yeah, I went in there, and once they talked to my mother on the phone, we walked
On the
my sister to
phone.
class. They walked me to class. When school was over, I went and picked her up. We went and got back on the van, went to the daycare, and my aunt and them picked us up from the daycare.
Well, when Tyrese first went to school, I went with him. I was in preschool. He was in preschool. I had to go there, and they was like, "Mom, he's okay." Until Tyrese told me to go on, then I went on because I just wanted to, And then same thing with elementary school. When he first started kindergarten, he went to what was the name? Riverdale over there. He went to Riverdale too. We lived in St. Pleasant, right there in Pleasant Homes, and that Riverdale was a good school. It was one of those magnet schools, but over here wasn't too bad too. But Riverdale was like really good, and it was bilingual. So Tyree was learning.
Oh yeah.
So I was like, yeah, that he had a mentor, Mrs. Hoppy, the student, not the student, guy, the nurse, Mrs. Hoppy, her son, they was white. Her son was Tyree's mentor, and the male figure, they get all the children had the mentor stuff, and I was blessed enough with this really nice. I forgot his name. I want to say Eric, Mrs. Hoppy. I know his mom named Mrs. Hoppy. And she was the nurse.
That's true, Jared.
She was the nurse. What Jared say?
He said things were very different then. I remember going home, play a little, lock the door until my mom got off work. Yeah, don't open that door. Don't answer that phone. Don't do nothing.
Yeah, I was a latchkey kid too because I was 5. Then my sister was 3 years behind me. Then my other sister's 5 years behind me. So by the time I was 10, I was watching me and my other 2 little sisters. And we was walking home. They used to call us the 3 bears. I hated that. They said they hated the 3 bears.
That's how me and my sister. My big sister took care of us. Like, come on, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like, my mom ain't take us to school. My sister took me. And Kenzie be like, come on. She 3 years older. My little brother 3 years younger than me. When he got to school, I had to do the same thing Kenzie was doing. But yeah, we had each other. So shit, we ain't trip. Even my middle school graduation, only my sister Kenzie came. Like my parents them ain't come. They ain't get up. They ain't feel like it. I had to find something to wear.
They
I
were
was like,
older.
I'm like, man, I'm going. They be like, you ain't gotta go to your graduation one time. I'm like, why wouldn't I want to go to my graduation? I found something to wear. I ran down that joint, man. Them people stopped me at the door. They said you was not walking in here with that shirt. That shirt was all wrinkled. They got me a nice shirt. They ironed it for me. And they ironed my pants and shit. And I was like, damn, why y'all doing all this? You know, they was like, cause you got all these awards come. I left with like 15 awards.
Oh wow.
Trophies. I had to leave with a box, but my sister was there. I was like, shit, as long as Kenzie there, it ain't even matter. Like I wasn't mad that my parents ain't making it. I was just like, shit, ain't bothered. I was used to them not coming up there.
Yeah.
I must really been in trouble. Like they never come. You know, they ain't gonna answer the phone if you call. But shit, I transferred myself to Coolidge, and then when I wanted to leave Coolidge, I transferred myself back to Baloo. But I always told my mother, like, Mom, I'm about to do this. She's like, go ahead, fill it out. If you need me to sign, I sign. If not, force my signature. You know how you got good handwriting. And I used to just write her name. And if they happen to me to reach her, she say, yep, I did it. And I was like, all right. But my mother was cool.
Yeah,
But
I
that's
have to do the same thing, Molly. Write notes, fill out permission
yeah.
slips. I ain't wait for my mother. I never get it done if I was for
Well, when my grandmother was trying to get me in the park deal, Miss Hathaway, old fat ass white bitch. She was racist. She racist, and she made me mad.
That old big, you hear that?
She was. She gave us such a hard time. My grandmother tried to get me into school, and she couldn't do it until after the guardianship was final. Because they was like, "Oh, you're not her mother." I'm like, "This is my grandmother. This is where I'm living. We waiting for documents." So I had to go back to Fordsville High School. Meaning I had to stay with my Aunt Joyce and go back to start high school at Fordsville. So I started high school at Fordsville because she wouldn't let me into school until after the courts after my grandmother got the full thing went through, the adoption thing went through. And so I had the first 2 semesters was at Forestville High School. And then I hate transferring in the middle of the year in March because it's like it messes you up. And it did mess me up because they didn't get all of my transcripts and she didn't give me all of my credits. This is when we needed all our credits. And they were trying to say that I didn't have enough credits to graduate because they didn't have all the transcripts from Forestville. They didn't have none of the transcripts from Forestville. And they made me take those classes over again. It was like, this some bull. That's
because they did that. If your parents didn't stay on them people, they would mess you up. I was the parents. I stayed on them gowns because I ain't play that. Farrah, I like your hair. You left with no braids and came back with braids.
Let me see your hair, Farrah. Let me see. Pose.
It's purple.
It's like lilac and purple, like a really light purple. I like that. It's something different because I might be having surgery soon and I can't be laid up in there looking a damn mess. You know what I mean? So yeah. So and then DG can try to pull it out of my hair.
You know what?
Tell David, don't be trying to saddle you up. You ain't no horse.
I'm here to see a man about a horse. You know.
Molly had a video up. It looked like a little girl talking to Alexa or something. It was up.
Okay.
Yeah, they jammed me out. I'm back. Yeah, for some reason, I don't know if other parents having an issue, but kids been scared of Alexa and all this AI shit. They get scared or they start hiding when you say, "Hey, Alexa," or whatever the rest of them. Yeah, for some reason. So I'm gonna share the clip, and I want to know if anybody else having issues with this with their kids at home. This shit weird.
Let me make it big. Let me put it on full screen.
Spirits.
That's what you say, Dave. We're gonna start with you now. They say spirit.
Yeah.
Alexa! So have you all seen this current trend going around on TikTok? Where if you say, "Hey Google," around a baby or a toddler, they seem to freak out. They're absolutely horrified. Now, what are we missing here? It isn't just that they're afraid of the voice. It seems to be something deeper. Maybe a frequency change of some sort or something along those lines. Watch this video. Let me know what you guys think in the comments.
Hey Google. Hey Google, what's the weather like tomorrow?
Hey Google.
Are you ready to go, Mimis? Hey Google.
Hi, Madison.
Ducking.
Hey Google, what's the temperature outside?
Okay, Google, turn on the lamp. It's okay. Belinda, I hear you. Hey Google.
Wait.
Grayson.
What's going on? Hey Google. Every time.
Why don't you want me to say Google?
Because he frightens me to death because he's so loud.
Well, it's not scary though, it's just a voice.
He's talking for him.
It's just a computer.
Just a computer talking. Why are you?
I don't know. Why is whispering?
Because I don't want him to turn on.
Well, he won't turn on. I don't think it's plugged in. Go on then.
He told you don't want it to turn on. Maybe they know something that we don't.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Why?
Alexa, what's my notifications?
David Green?
Very odd indeed.
Yeah.
She's all
Oh, the video not? They still showing video?
Yeah, it's still on the video.
I thought it went back to the girl.
Oompa, oompa, oompa dee doo. The Morning Mac Show is definitely for you. Monday through Friday, it's the place to be. And guess what, crowd? Sometimes you'll see me. It's your boy, Mr. John. Tune in to the Morning Mac Show. Have a blessed day. My name is Mr. John, and I'm out.
Damn. What y'all think, Riri, about Alexa and these kids?
We're gonna let David go, then Beast, and then the women to go. Let the men first. Gentlemen first.
Okay, my opinion is this. You know, I mean, the babies and you know, even like the toddlers, you got to understand they you know, I mean, they were. If some people believe or whatever, no, you know, I mean, they were, you know, I mean, I guess in heaven or something like that. You know, what I mean. What I'm trying to say is, you know, what I mean, when they born and everything, you know, what I mean, they was like I can't explain it.
They're still connected spiritually. They're still
Exactly.
connected to the spiritual realm.
That's what I was trying to say without, you know what I mean. And so you know what I mean, like even like the way they talk and everything, like, you know what I mean, like we program them to connect with us. But you know what I mean, the way they talk and everything, you know, they have the heavenly language and everything like that. You know what I mean? The goo God, and this is this and everything. You know what I mean? We're the ones that program them. You know what I mean, to be like us or whatever. No, so you know what I mean. That's how they're able to see spirits. They're able to you know what I mean, connect with different frequencies and everything, you know, because you know what I mean. Truthfully, they're more spiritual than what we are, because we out program ourselves. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's why, you know what I mean, to us we think it's you know what I mean, all this is good and everything, you know, but to them they're freaking the hell out, because you know what I mean, they know more than what we know.
Beast. I mean Rodney.
I'm good. They'll survive.
You know what?
I mean, they afraid of Alexa shit. They afraid of every damn thing anyway, so it don't matter. I mean, babies cry, things happen. They afraid of Alexa. These some weird looking white children. That's the way I look at it. In the hood, you don't got time to be afraid of that shit. You know what I'm saying? We got more important things to be worried about than Alexa.
They afraid of Rollo, not Alexa.
You know, if they hear that, they hear Alexa and they're petrified. I mean, I don't know. I mean, you might need to get your child some therapy or something. Wow. My kids ain't afraid. They use Alexa left and right. So I don't know.
Molly, what you think?
I think kids more connected than we are to nature, and you know, and we ignore the signs, you know. But they say the most honest people in the world are children and drunks, you know. And now, you know, they giving us signs that obviously they don't like this shit. It's something about it that scared them. It might be the voice, you know, because they do be having that little weird voice in return. So it might be something like that. But it's soon they say, "Hey Google," soon they say, "Hey Alexa," they get to running. So I don't know. I think they need to look into it though, especially the white culture, because I see B said it. It don't seem like it affect our kids. I ain't see too many black kids or any at all yet.
It was only one black child on there.
Okay, yeah, one. So I ain't see too many black people, but I think more of them use it than we do. You know, I don't really go over people's house and they using Alexa.
Was that the little boy that acted like he was asleep, lay down?
No, he ran up to his mother's leg.
Oh, that was okay. It was one. I thought the other boy was black too. Okay.
Yeah, but there's some weird shit, man.
Frequency.
Yeah, because I know when I was young, I seen ghosts, I seen spirits all the time, and my friends used to laugh at me. G that for sure. He used to crack up all the time. But to this day, I know what I seen. You know,
Yep.
I
Yep.
as I got older, I stopped saying them. You know, so when kids,
But
Mm-hmm.
you
I
seen
ain't no
some.
telling when they call Alexa or Google if they actually see Alexa or Google. You know, like they actually probably see these frequencies that we don't see. Like a lot of people, you can't see Wi-Fi, but it's there. You can't see air, but it's there. It's a lot
Right.
of things you can't see, you know, but it's actually there, and we know it's there. That's how you got your signal. You know, all of this stuff, radiation stuff that we can't see, animals and kids and other beings probably
Yep.
kids. So we don't know how it affect these kids, but I think it affect them, and it might affect us. But we at an older age that it don't hurt us as much as it hurt a kid. Like you punching a grown adult with your fist, it ain't gonna hurt them as much as it hurt a fucking 3-year old. So all that radiation hitting them, and you keep asking Alexa, ain't no telling what it take or what it push out. Even with this AI stuff, it generates a lot of water just for AI to work. Every time people ask AI this and AI that, it take gallons of water to actually make that happen. People don't know what comes behind creating AI. So I just think they should look into it, especially they culture, you know, because it seems like it have an effect on them kids.
Right.
Farrah, what do you think, Farrah?
Um, to me, I just think it's creepy all around. It reminds me of a spirit box. Like, you know, how people go in a haunted house and you ask
Oh,
questions
mm-hmm.
and it like answers you back. To me, we don't know what kids watch when when we're at home watching it. I mean, it's just kind of creepy though. It just reminds me of a spirit box, kind of, sort of. That's all I really got to say about that. But with kids, maybe it just doesn't make sense how you can talk to things and it answers because maybe they talk to a doll and it doesn't talk back. So they think it's kind of creepy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Weezy.
I agree with everything. Either they too sensitive, but again, children like they were saying are connected to to the spiritual realm more than we are because as we get older, life happens and we tend to forget where we come from. Also, they can hear. They're like, you know how dogs have sensitive hearing, children have sensitive hearing, so they can probably hear the frequency and what's going on too. Like Molly was saying, it's a lot of things, and you just never know. Again, because they're connected to the spiritual world, we could be summoning stuff. Words have power; they have meaning that we have absolutely no control
You
Yep.
could be
over.
opening doors.
So
I
you
agree.
never know. Yeah, you never know. And so the fact that you hear me talking.
Uh-oh.
We just never know what we're doing. We do a lot of stuff just like with the abracadabra. That's a real thing. Anything you say before abracadabra, you are basically manifested. So
Yeah.
we have
Yep.
to
So I can say abracadabra, $1,000,000.
no, you say it before the abracadabra.
I want $1,000,000 abracadabra, like that.
Yeah, that's
Basically,
right.
basically. But you know, it's just things that happen. You just never know. And then on top of the fact, the people that are creating these things are usually have wickedness within them. So you just never know. We are always supposed to tend to the children. For those who believe in the Bible says you must go back to a child in order for you to do certain things. Children know. Children know. So you just got to be mindful and watching children and animals. Always watch the sky. Watch the animals. Watch the children.
I believe the children know,
Oh,
and
oh.
as we get older, we forget.
Yep.
I believe they change out the mind
This is
because
Boss
babies
Baby?
communicate with each other.
You said boss
Which
baby. Yep.
Yeah.
the babies
That's an
communicate with
example.
each other and stuff.
Baby
And
genius.
babies and dogs and animals are protective of babies. You know, y'all notice that animals are protective of the young. Not our, I'm
Yeah.
not their young, but our young. You know, a
Yeah.
dog will look out for the baby or a cat or look out. You know,
They're protective of sticks too. But what that got to do with anything?
I mean, no, what I mean that some animals are protective of children, and children do see stuff. Have you ever seen a baby in they sleep laughing and smiling? They were
Mhm.
saying that they was remembering when they was in the Gulf. It was supposed to be where all the little baby spirits before they get sit down here or birth out. You know,
Nah, I had a question when I was younger. I said, how come people can believe a guy seen a spirit that they never met? But I'm sitting here, people that they actually know, and I'm telling them I'm saying things, and it's like, oh, I'm tripping. You know, it's just like it's crazy. You can read a book and believe in it and believe that these people is talking to the Messiah, talking to God. You never met these people. You believe their story. And there be people right here on earth telling you that they seen something or this happened and they feel and they just like, oh, it ain't believable. That shit is yeah, bullshit. You know, it's like that's funny to me. So it's like you believe there's a heaven after this? Or you believe there's a heaven now? People believe in that. That's magic. You don't think that's spiritual at all, you know, but they think all that come after death. They don't think it actually happens now. They just think these videos and these rich people just worshiping this owl in the middle of the woods for nothing. They got billions of dollars. Why the hell they out there doing witchcraft? Because they know it worked. You know, they just this television, all this stuff is all about witchcraft. Hollywood, it come from the holly tree. The magic wand come from a holly tree. That's why it's called Hollywood.
What?
All of this stuff, witchcraft, and they try to make this seem like us. It's just TV. No, they know how to use it, and that's why we all where we at now. We glued to a box. It don't matter if you're looking on a laptop, a TV, or to your phone. You still part of they spell. They got you. They got me too. We all look at the box all day, you know. But that's all part of witchcraft. A lot of people might not believe it, but it's here. They know how to manipulate shit. And Chow said his child jumped down every time that he does it too. He
Every
said
time he said,
his
hey,
little girl
His
drops
white child, a
down.
white one.
You know what?
You
Which
saying it's
one,
a white
Chow?
people frequency?
That
Is that what
little
you trying
girl
to say?
dropped down. That's something like he threw something down. Like he threw it down. That's how hard she be jumping down. Chow said
I
he
believe.
believes the earth is out here.
The ancestors, who knows, and the guru, who knows, in
I,
technology. Maybe we are using technology we ain't supposed to have. And when we
right.
say certain words, we open certain doors, and the babies can see it, but we can't.
I believe in spirits and whatever like that. No, because like Molly said, you know what I mean. I seen many, and this was before even going to church. I think I was like probably like 3, and had my Superman pajamas on and everything, and I was asleep, and I felt, you know what I mean, a presence, you know what I mean, waking me up and everything and all, and I actually followed this presence, and that's where I seen my dad passed out, and the house was on fire. And yeah, that was the last time my mom and dad was together.
Oh wow.
Because she was out with her friends, whatever and all. And when she came back, it was the fire truck and everything. And she said, you know, I mean, she got pissed off because she said he almost killed me or whatever like that. No, so
Oh, wow.
that's when they split up or whatever like that. No, but it wasn't for me waking up and everything.
Yeah, y'all would have been out of there.
Exactly. So
You never told me that before. That's crazy. Do you remember you seen the ghost at my old house? And I thought I seen it too. And you said he had a red shirt on, and I never told you that. And I
yeah,
thought that was weird. Yeah, but you never told me that story.
I've always you know what I mean, seen spirits and different things like that or whatever.
Or felt things.
Yeah.
I have too. My grandmother told me not to tell nobody. She's like, "Don't you tell nobody? They gonna think you crazy." I was in the hospital,
Yep.
and they said that it was postpartum depression right after I lost my child. They put me in a room, but it was actually a maternity ward, and I was the only one in there. No other beds was in there. This at Howard University Hospital, and this white guy came in, big old white sweaty guy came in and laid over me and was squeezing the air out of me. And I'm screaming, help, help. And I'm reaching for the buttons, you know, I'm screaming, help. And the nurse was like, yes, yes. And I couldn't say help. I'm screaming help, but they couldn't hear me. They was like, Miss McFarland, yes. And I managed to hit the button again. So finally the nurse came in, and then the man got off me. And I was breathing. He was like, what was you doing in here running around this room?
They say the devil's lying your back. That's what they say.
Yeah, I forgot what else they call it though. It's the sleep paralysis.
Your brain wake up before your
chest.
body or something. That's what the scientists say. They say
and my grandmother said, don't tell them.
brain waking up for the body.
Board.
I saw the ghost of David's hairline pass.
You know what?
See, there you go with the jokes of cutting on people, right?
Oh,
Hello, did Trey pop in here?
Have you seen any spirits,
Well,
Rodney, or
Trey pop
experienced
in here.
any unexplained paranormal activity, Rodney?
Yes, I have. I have with my father in this house. Matter of fact,
Real talk.
Yeah, real talk. When I first my father passed away, I first bought my parents' house. Every morning around 6 something in the morning, the shower would start running for no reason. And it was reminding me of it still does it every once in a while, but it doesn't do it very often. But it doesn't run, but water just starts coming out of the shower, and it happens around the same time every day. And it reminded me that back in the day, my dad used to go to work, and I would hear the shower run every morning at the same time. So, you know, I still feel his presence. I felt his presence in this house before, you know, and things like that. So, yeah, I do believe in it.
You bought the same house that your dad had?
I bought the house of my parents. I bought my parents' house, yeah. Yeah.
So that's the house you grew up in?
Yep.
That's beautiful. I said I would go back to Palmer Park and get that too. So you feel that your dad's presence was still in the house?
I did when we first moved in. I used to feel it used to happen all the time. Me and my wife used to talk about it because the shower, it still does it, but it don't do it nearly as often. Like when we first got here, it did it every fucking morning. And it's weird. It just does it.
Oh, he was still here. He hadn't transitioned over yet.
Yeah, so
and that happened. That's real.
Yeah.
So I do believe in it. And like I said, I've had that dream where, you know, it felt like something was holding me down and I couldn't get up. And then when I got up, I think I told you, I don't know if I told y'all this story, but I was fighting to try to get up. And when I finally did, I threw myself out of the bed. I was fighting so hard to get up. I literally threw myself into the wall and hit the ground and everything like that. But that happened. I think that happened like maybe 9 months ago. It happened this year, so within the year. So yeah, that particular one. But yeah, I do believe in some of those things too. But you know, It is what it is. I mean, I can't do nothing about it. I just say good morning, pops, and keep it moving.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You know.
Well, we're getting ready to wind down the show. It's 13 minutes before it's time for us to skedaddle. Do anybody have any announcements or anything they want to talk about? Somebody should be ecstatic about this weekend. I ain't gonna say no names.
Oh yeah, true.
Oh yeah.
Yes, that's July the 4th. You know what I mean? After the fireworks and everything, all come out to Mezzo's on Center Street in Cumberland, Maryland. Like, yeah, we got a good lineup. You know what I mean? Your boy Nemo, he's coming out. I talked to him. Oh, his boy. Oh, what was? Oh my goodness. Teddy. His boy Teddy.
His cousin Teddy.
Man. He opened up for the show the other day, and he blew it up.
Yeah.
He blew it up. But yeah. Oh, and that's something else about the show. So you know, what I mean, after the show and everything, you know, what I mean, they had like 3 trucks. They had an ice cream truck, they had a Mexican truck, and they had a Jamaican truck. And after the show, the ice cream truck went on the left and everything else. So I was kind of hungry. And
David, I'm not talking about Saturday. I'm talking about your show on July the 4th and Mezzo's that you were talking about. Plug that, sweetheart.
He did.
I did.
I plugged them.
Yeah, I already did.
Mezzo's, okay.
Yeah, Mezzo's. Yeah.
Who else gonna be on the thing?
You know, Dave, now you messed them up. You see, you should just let them finish. Just let them finish.
Yeah, exactly.
We about to end now.
Yeah, it's going to be Tariq.
Come on tomorrow.
Yeah, it's going to be I mean, I know offhand it's going to be Tariq Higgins and it's going to be Nemo. The headliner is going to be a hip hop comic, and of course, me and a few others. But yeah, it's going to be
have food day?
show. It's going to have it's going to have food. It's going to have alcohol. It's going to
Can I get my ticket today, DG?
Yeah.
Okay.
Where are tickets available at?
Well, you get the tickets through me, $15. But if you wait to go, for the show, it's either 20 or 25. I can't remember.
How much do you have to pay if we don't show up?
Nothing.
There you go.
that was my first experience with that.
Hopefully to be your
last. That's cool. First.
Are you waiting tables this time or no?
No.
Two things I gotta ask real quick just to make sure. You waiting tables this time, and how much you gotta pay if we don't show? Those are all questions.
them real questions. Contractor wanted to come on, but I told him we was about to end the show.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. He was the headliner. He was the headliner the other day. He killed it. Yeah.
Right.
That's great.
Yeah.
Great.
I can do it.
Did you tape it? Did you video it? So you got video?
Oh no, I didn't.
Video today. I was gonna add it to this one, but I'm gonna just add it what I got now. I'm just added that up.
Okay.
Well, we gotta. I don't know if any of y'all want to join me tonight on Dad Mentality tonight at 7:00, but it's open for anybody that wants to come in. Topic is the Rodney Glover versus the Beast One. Talking about my journey the last 2 years as I prepare to be a better person and do better things. So just talking about that and talking about the transition in life. And anybody want to join me? Had a conversation. Anybody got any questions for me or want to confront me about anything? They're more than welcome to come on the show and do it. I'm not afraid of nobody.
It's the time.
Not afraid of nobody.
It's the time.
He told Rodney's throwing the gauntlet down, so let everybody know they got a problem with Rodney.
Hey,
come on the show.
You got a question? You got anything for me? Whatever.
What time, Rodney?
7:00 tonight. You gonna be there, Reese? I
can
go ahead and send you the link. You joining me tonight,
you can send me the link.
I'll join you.
If you don't show, Reese, it's $25 if you don't show.
Oh yeah,
I'm gonna beat it. I'm gonna beat it. So anyway,
you play too much. Send me
I got questions for Rodney.
I got you.
I got questions.
Sure.
Have a good day, Slicky.
All right,
Fer, what you got coming up, Fer? You got something coming up?
No, just doctor's appointments. That's it.
What about you?
She got a 2:30 appointment with Funny Man Green to get her back blown out.
You know what?
Yeah, something like that.
I want to say, everybody come out to the poolside party. Molly, we got the poster for the Gwen Factor, the poolside event on July 26th. Get y'all tickets. We got it. She's going to be a blast. And also, I'm going to remind y'all of the
Welcome to the track.
Y'all, all y'all comedians out there, RSVP for that with the Gwen Factor. The kickback for us comedians, that part is free. So you want to make sure you RSVP with the girl and come on out. And then on August the 23rd, that's going to be the last poolside party. So I know I'm speaking it early in existence. So we got July the 26th. We got August the 3rd. And we got August the 23rd. Y'all come on out and get your laugh on, and your eat on, and your drink on, and your swim on. What more you want?
Yeah, we might come out in August. In August. Yeah, I'm about to find out we got 3 August babies.
Yeah, we is one.
Me too.
Yep.
What's your birthday, Fair?
August 3rd.
Oh, okay.
Well, you see, the birthday, that's the day of the kickback.
And David's is the 19th, so we're both some crazy ass Leos.
Unfortunately, and Gwen is a Leo too. So that's why she's doing it. Because Gwen is a Leo too. The Gwen everybody can't be Virgo, so we understand that, you know.
No, we don't want to be a Virgo.
Yeah, you do. That's why you so close on the heels. You tried to be one, but man, we come back tomorrow for Turn Up Tuesday. Anybody that missed the show today, you're welcome to come back. Tune in tomorrow, join our panel there. This has been Marley Mo, closing remarks.
Oh man, I'm just happy you good. My girl done got told today. She still got good energy. She dancing, still smiling. So it show your growth. You know, you ain't let it blow your day. Last year, Reese would have been talking about this shit for the rest of the week.
Yeah. Talking about blowing up the tow truck company, putting Tyree out, throwing everything out. Yeah, I'd be like,
yeah, we'll be back tomorrow. We out.
We out. Peace. Love y'all.